My name is Michael Game, and that's me having a rub-a-dub-dub, because I'm a very dirty player in the world of GTA. So why not come along for the ride? Yes, this is Michael Game's Murder Motors. Murder Motors. If you haven't watched it, then stand on someone's shoulders and watch Murder Motors. Yeah, that was a terrible opening song, wasn't it? I do apologise. Anyway, welcome to Murder Motors. Today I'm driving a Barracks Military. I said Barracks Military. If you haven't seen Murder Motors before, you should have, because I've already made an episode of it. Stop being so lazy, get out of bed, get a job. And once you've got a job, you'll probably be bored. So then, log into the work computers and, yeah, watch all my videos, including Murder Motors, because it's great. Anyway, as previously mentioned, my name is Michael Game. This is Murder Motors, and the idea is simple. I find a motor, a particularly good one hopefully, drive around, and basically see how many points I can get for knocking people over. I get 1 point for a pedestrian, I get 5 points for a motorcyclist, because I hate motorcyclists because they've got funny shaped helmets. And I get 10 points for a bacon. We've already talked about bacon. If you're American, you might think bacon's something you eat. Trust me, it's nothing you eat. Well, unless you're, you know, the wife of a police officer. Let's not talk about that, that's just rude. Anyway, yeah, the idea is simple really. By testing out each vehicle in the world of San Andreas, stroke GTA 5, we'll find out which one's the toughest. And I thought I'd test this Barracks Military because it looked pretty hard. And one thing I do find is the bigger vehicles seem to last longer. And obviously if it lasts longer, you get more points. I said more points. Anyway, it's already got a score of 14, so I'm not doing too bad. What's down here? Hello mate, you alright? Go on, jump under the wheels. Oh, he has as well. Brilliant. Right, let's move on. Anyway, I hope you're all doing very well today. I'm doing very well because I'm on holiday. And I had an email actually, and someone said, where do you work, Michael? And, well, you know, I've had a few jobs. Most of them I've been sacked from, and me, you know, to be honest. And it's been very sad. It's been a hard life I've led. I started off working actually as a brain surgeon, but I didn't have any formal degrees, and when they found that out they sort of took a dim view in the NHS and I got sent to prison. But you know, I helped a lot of people. A lot of people had headaches. When I finished surgery on them, they no longer had a headache. Well, they no longer had heads, most of them, because I didn't have the proper surgical equipment and had to use a rusty saw. But anyway, you know, I still helped, I guess. And, you know, when there's cutbacks, to be honest, in the NHS, they should be grateful for whatever they get. Anyway, how are we doing so far? A score of 25. Lovely jubbly. And, oh, this is a nasty back passage, isn't it? Come on, get round that corner. It's terribly slow, this truck, isn't it? It's very, very slow. I said very slow. Anyway. It's, I don't know where you are in the world, but I'll tell you, it's been beautiful here in Little Old Blighty recently. We've had sun, we've had more sun. To be honest, I got sunburnt toenails yesterday. I didn't know it was possible, but actually I managed to get sunburnt toenails. Is that possible? I don't know, but my toenails actually really felt like they were burning, and I'm a bit worried that tomorrow they're going to peel off. But, you know, who knows? Maybe they won't. We'll just have to wait and see. I will keep you informed on my toenail distress as things go on. Oh look, the Rosses have turned up. They're after me. Lovely doubly. But don't matter, because I've already got a score of 32. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the highest scoring motor so far? Well, it was actually the first one I did, because I've only done one other video. And it was a Shyster... I think it was called a Shyster Fusillade Sport, so I called it Shyster Marmalade because I wasn't quite sure how to pronounce it. But it actually got a score of 54, so I'm already heading that way, and hopefully we'll break that score and we'll have a sort of #1 and #2 spot. See, if I could just get that cyclist, but they always get away from you, don't they? That's the trouble with motorcyclists, they're always like, you know, shifty. in and out of the traffic, not really caring whether, you know, well, not really allowing you to run them over, really, which, to be honest, is selfish. Anyway, you know, I've got scores to uphold, haven't I? But look at this. Hardly a scratch on it so far, so it's doing really well. I just hope I can take it all the way, really. Come on, I need to get a score of at least, like, 55 would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Go on. Oi, you. Oi, jump under that wheel, you. Go on, get under that wheel. Hey. Oh, I don't think I get that point, because that policeman seems to be joining in, doesn't he? It's outrageous when they copy. I'm going to sue him. I'm going to sue him for running that man over, because, to be honest, he's nicking my idea for a YouTube video. That's the trouble with the coppers. They're all, you know, just, well, can't be trusted, can they? Can't be trusted. Anyway, ooh, nice parasol. They actually sell those at a garden centre quite near where I live. I used to live in East London, but I've moved. I've actually moved out to the countryside with my ill-gotten gains, and I don't mean with money I've made from Grand Theft Auto's recent updates. I mean, you know, my gran was ill. I got all her money, so I suppose it is ill-gotten gains, really. She was terribly ill, actually. She died 4 times. But, you know, oh, here we are. Here comes the mother load. Bosh. Lovely jubbly. How many is that? I think that was about 4 that time, so I've gone up to 47. Brilliant. We are cooking on a cooker. I know, you're cooking on something, aren't we? Come on, let's get going. Boo-yaka, 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 boo. A policeman's coming, but he don't know what to do, because I've got a big truck and I'm trucking hard today. Ooh, ooh. Mikey's on the way. That's my little song. I just made that up. Brilliant, isn't it? I reckon it could be another hit. Do you know what? I think I should release an album, actually. I was thinking of going on that X Factor, because I've realised everyone who goes on there is mental, aren't they? Absolutely mental. I mean, there was a woman who went on there, and she made out she had a singing dog, but it wasn't a dog at all. She just had a very hairy daughter. Brilliant, but very entertaining. But I don't think, you know, it's going to go down that well on Radio 1 or Capital Radio, or I don't know where you live, really. New York FM, or no, can't think of any other radio stations. What about I'm trying to think of another country now. How many countries are there in the world? There must be at least 2. I know there's like Britain, and there's like America, and then there's like Syria. That's quite Syria FM. Yes, very popular with I don't know. Very popular with extremists, I'm guessing, who like a bit of pop music. We all love a bit of pop music, don't we? I love it. I love a bit of Kylie. I do wonder that, actually, with all this sort of extremism that's going on in the world, whether all these extremists, like, you know, like to do the things we do, like, I don't know, like eat pies. I like eating pies. Do you like eating pies? I'm wondering, like, you know that, like, Osama bin Bag bloke who got, like, you know, he got killed by the Yanks. I was wondering what his last meal was. You know, because you imagine it's sort of something quite, you know, quite foreign and quite exotic. But it could have just been a pot noodle, couldn't it? Which is pretty disappointing if that's your last meal and you're, like, wanted across the world. And I don't suppose you'd want that getting out. Oh, we revere him. He was brilliant. What did he have for his last meal? He had a beef and tomato pot noodle. Not so epic, is it? It's not so epic. But, you know, each to their own. Personally, I don't like the chicken and mushroom ones. But, you know, everyone likes different things, don't they? So, there we go. Oh, look, I've done it. I forgot. I've been yabbering on about pot noodles. And, look, Murder Motor score on the Murderometer of 59. Which means this, the Barracks Military, is now our top scoring vehicle. Brilliant. It's number 1. So the Shyster Fusillade Sports is now in 2nd position. Marvellous. Ah, I love this show, I really do. What would be nice, actually, if anyone watches this show, well, it would be nice if anyone watched this show, wouldn't it? That'd be marvellous. But, yeah, I'm not expecting it, to be honest. I've told you about my other video that got like half a view. But, yeah, if anyone watches this video, or any of my other videos on Murder Motors, Not marvellous gamers, because let's be honest, the other bloke who presents this is terrible, isn't it? That Bunsey. What a wuzzer. He is a right wuzzer, that bloke, isn't he? Yeah, he's a wuzzer. And you're probably wondering what a wuzzer is. Keep wondering, because I'm not going to explain, but the bloke is a complete wuzzer. 41 years old, and all he does is go on YouTube making stupid voices. Ridiculous. He's making a fool of himself. He's utterly outrageous. He should be ashamed. It's disgusting. Anyway, I'm not having it. I don't watch his videos. So, you know, what I was going to say is, if you do watch any of the Murder Motor videos, and obviously avoid that Bunsey bloke, because he's a wuzzer, drop me a comment, and maybe suggest some of the other vehicles you would like to see me sort of nick, you know, and test out to see which is the toughest Murder Motor. Bosh. Lovely jubbly. I got that one, didn't I? Beautiful. Up to 60. Oh, 69. I say, how feisty. Anyway, 69. It's no, I'm not going to say something childish. 69. No, I've got to stop it. It's not even funny. Oh, 70. I'm all right now. Got over it. Blimey, I think I went into some sort of strange sort of seizure type laughing fit then. Anyway, come on, let's see if we can get to 100. Bosh. 71. We are rocking on the road, I guess. So, plans for the summer. I'm planning on uploading a lot more Murder Motors. But I'm also planning on, you know, just sort of chilling out over the summer, laying back with my homies. Yeah, laying back with my cockney homies. If you're American, if you're a Yank, you probably don't know, you know, what cockneys are. And so I thought I'd explain all about the lovable cockneys. Now, I myself am a cockney. Yes, I was born within the sound of Bow Bells. Now, you're probably thinking, what is this bells he's on about? He's always talking about his bell. Well, the Bow Bells is like a church in Bow. And obviously when the bells ring, if you can hear them, then you're classed as a cockney. Right? And if anyone denies that, well, they're lying, because it's true. Oh, I got a motorcyclist. Boo-yaka, wacky, wacky, wing bong. Now, yes. So, I was actually born underneath one of the Bow Bells, because my mum was shining the bell when she went into labour, and it fell on her. So I was actually born under a Bow Bell. So I'm probably the most cockiest of all cockneys. To be honest, if they had a cockney king, I would probably be the king of all cockneys. And everyone would have to bow down to me and like throw jelly deals at my feet for me to walk on. I don't like jelly deals though. I don't know if you've ever had jelly deals. They're kind of like horrible squidgy jelly stuff. And eels, well, how do I explain it? They taste like utter guff. They really do. Eels are like, oh, they're horrible, they are. Really horrible. They're all like, it's basically, imagine dipping your knuckles in like that jelly you get from pork pies, and then having to eat your own knuckles. That's exactly the same sensation you get if you eat jelly deals. And for some reason they're really popular. I don't know why. I think it might be similar to like when a load of blokes go out to like, you know, go out to... Ooh, do you hear that sound? I'll tell you what that sound was. Bush, we've just passed 100 kills. I said 100 kills. Ooh, 100 kills, 100 kills, 100 kills. Ooh, 100 kills, 100 kills, 100 kills. Ooh, 100 kills, full of thrills, 100 kills. How many kills did you get today? I've got 100 kills, now go away. I really love singing me. It's brilliant, isn't it? Singing, I think, is one of the greatest pleasures in the world. It really is, isn't it? I mean, some people think football is one of the greatest pleasures. Football or soccer. I hate soccer. Bloody soccer. It's rubbish, isn't it? And, you know, there's probably people here who, like, think, oh, soccer's brilliant. It's great, isn't it? It's a beautiful game. I don't get that. What's so beautiful about a load of sort of overpaid twallocks? Look up twallocks in my dictionary. I'm going to release it soon. A load of overpaid twallocks basically kicking, like, well, a lump around, yeah? If you want to kick a lump around, go to like a Weight Watchers meeting. At least when you're kicking them, they're losing a bit of weight. Brilliant. But football, there's no point to it, is it? I remember when, and this is actually a true story, so, you know, enjoy. When I was at school, my games teacher hated me. And the reason he hated me is because I hated sports. I don't see the point. What is the point of sports? And he'd say, oh, you might enjoy it if you made some effort. No, I would enjoy it if I made some efforts to leave sports and sort of go and sit, you know, in the changing rooms eating sort of, well, pies, really, because I love pies. But what I do not enjoy is getting grazed knees. Unless, of course, they're on a carpet. Let's not talk about that. That's something completely different. And, to be honest, quite obscene. No, but there's no reason to sports, is there? There's absolutely no reason for it. I said no reason. I hate sports. And football is probably the worst of all sports. And it brings out the dark side of people, doesn't it? I mean, look at me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You'll never see me committing any sort of crimes or anything like that. Yet, a few months ago, there was a load of footballers who would not let a bloke get on a train. Now, that bloke probably needed to get home. Or he probably needed to, I don't know. He probably had, I don't know, he probably had something to do. Maybe he had to nip down to the co-op for a bottle of milk. Because his wife needed some milk so she could make ready break. I love ready break. Brilliant, isn't it? And do you know what? They wouldn't let him on the train because he was foreign. And that's disgusting. I hate racism. And they were football hooligans, basically. And, well, to be honest, if I was there, I'd probably have given them the old, you know, five-knuckle shuffle. The old finger-crushing smile. The old, wallopy-jollop. The old, bing-bong-bang. Or basically, either that or I'd have punched him in the face. But I just hate, I hate football and I hate everything it brings. People are overpaid who do it. Rubbish. They are, aren't they? They're rubbish. A lot of them can't even speak. If you listen to that David Beckham, right? Okay, I know a lot of you will say he does a lot of charity work. Alright, he does a lot of charity work, but he does earn about £4 billion a second, doesn't he? So sort of, hello, sort of talking like that, doesn't he? Hello, Victoria, my name's David, oh, Victoria, I'm only up £4 billion a second, Victoria. Honestly, the bloke, he's like a womble. It's terrible. He's not exactly, what do they call it? A good role model, is he? I mean, I don't quite get, I just don't get it, how football stadiums are always full up of people. You know, because, like, gladiator fighting, I can understand. I would go and see, like, a load of footballers being ripped apart by tigers. Brilliant entertainment. But football, no, sorry, I do not agree. Anyway, I was telling you a story about my games teacher, wasn't I? How's the score going? 134. I haven't been talking about the game at all. But, you know, that's okay. My games teacher, he hated me. He said I put no effort in and all that. I didn't see the point. And do you know why he hated me even more? Because, not even football. When we were playing basketball at school, what happened was, and this is quite funny actually, I would wait up the other end's basket, right, because I was the tallest in the class. Everyone in my class were like a load of Oompa Loompas. They were all like, oh, I don't know, they were all like, you know, they're all about 3 centimetres tall. And I was nearly 6 foot by the time I was 12, so I was brilliant. And, yeah, I'd wait up the other end when we were playing basketball. And, you know, someone on my team would pass me the ball, at which point I would lob it, and it would go in the basket up the other end. Brilliant. I got loads of points, and I thought, great, I'm really good at this sport business, and, even better, I never have to actually move. Thus, I'm not wearing out my calories. Because you don't want to waste calories, do you? I mean, if you think about it, right, a lot of people constantly trying to lose weight. Waste of time. Why bother eating if you're then going to try and lose all your weight? I say, don't try and lose weight because it's a waste of calories. Enjoy your food. But, yeah, So anyway, I'd score loads of points, and at the end of the game I was expecting the games teacher to go, "Oh, well done, you won the game for your team. You played well as a team, brilliant." Instead he went, "What were you doing, you Yankee piece of..." Well, I won't say what the next word was, but it was kind of like poops. Yeah, he was really angry with me. He goes, "Why didn't you run?" And I said, "I didn't need to run." He said, "Yes, you did." I said, "No, I didn't." He said, "Yes, you did." I said, "No, I didn't." Didn't. Then he hit me around the head with a hockey stick. Then I went home, bleeding basically. I had to go to the hospital. And then something very strange happened. My dad popped into the school to have a word about what had happened in the PE lesson. And then that games teacher was never ever seen again. And when Dad got home, for some reason he had a strange smell of sulfuric acid all over his hands. It was very strange, but we've never talked about it again. And to be honest, I've never had to do sports again because, well, there was an investigation which was all, you know, it all went fine. There was no real evidence found that anything had actually happened to the games teacher. And after that, the school decided, actually, there was no point me doing PE because I was brilliant at sports already. So then after that, I never did PE again. Brilliant. Anyway, oh God, look at the front of my truck. It's a riot state. I said a riot state. Go on, coppers, have some. You love it. You love it, don't you? You love it. I said, you love it. They do. They love it, don't they? They love a bit of argy-bargy. I like a bit of argy-bargy as well. I like onion bargies too. I love foreign food. What's your favourite foreign food? My favourite food is onion bargies and vegetable samosas. And what's that? Is it chicken ting tong? What's it called? Do you know the chicken one? Is it chicken ting tong or bing bong? Chicken tang tong? Ting tong? Chicken tang tong? Is it? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Oh, hang on a minute. My mum's on my headphones. She just said to me. Not my dead mum, my other mum, the one who adopted me. Yeah, it's not chicken ting tong at all, I got it completely wrong. It's called roast chicken. I love roast chicken, brilliant, isn't it? I love roast chicken. It's amazing actually, that something that is like an animal, if you put it in the oven for like, you know, an hour or two, at the end of it, bosh, you've got roast chicken. Marvellous, isn't it? Obviously, unless you put like, I don't know, a frog in your oven, in which case it won't be roast chicken at all. It'll be frog, won't it? French people like frog, lovely. I'd never eat a frog personally, because, well, I don't really like greens. I won't eat anything green. The only thing that I will eat that's green is green jelly. I used to have green jelly for my birthday. Lovely green jelly. I don't know what flavour green jelly is. I think it's apple flavour, but it didn't really taste like apples. It sort of tastes like sort of washing up liquid. But we didn't have much money as a kid, so maybe it was washing up liquid jelly. I don't know. Anyway, I always had great birthdays. All my friends would come over, and we'd have the washing up liquid jelly. And you know, do you know what the great thing was? Their mums would pop round the next day and say, "Oh, did you brush my kids' teeth?" To my mum, they said, "Did you brush my kids' teeth?" Because when they got home, they had lovely shiny white teeth. And usually after a birthday party, they go home, you know, with horrible brown teeth from all the chocolate cake and all that. But after my parties, because of the jelly, I guess, they went home with beautiful clean teeth. Everyone loved my mum, she was brilliant. Anyway, then I got adopted by an evil mum. I don't like to talk about her. She was horrible, I will not utter her name. I will never utter her name. I won't utter her name. I won't say what her name was. Do you want me to tell you what her name was? No, I'm going to leave it. I can't talk about it. It's too painful, to be honest. She locked me in a toolbox. She did. I think it was a toolbox. There was loads of spanners in there and stuff. It was very small. I was in there for about 6 months. And, yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. But, you know, being in with the hammers and the spanners, I grew up hard as nails. So perhaps she did me a favour. Bollock. Yeah, I'm well tough now. I'm probably the toughest person I know. Well, actually, it's not true because, you know, as I've already mentioned, my girlfriend Betty ran off with a girl who worked on the cheese counter in Tesco's, and she was tougher than me. In fact, once she beat the crap out of me with a block of Edam But, you know, I've never liked that sort of cheese. A bit rubbery, isn't it? But, you know, you can't really do a lot of damage with Edam because of its rubberiness. You like, wax them around the head with it. All that happens is it sort of bounces off. You know, it really bounces off. A bit like a football, actually. Coming back to football, I hate football. Anyway, how are we doing? How's the score? Oh my god, look at that. We're up to 175. Go on, 876. Go on, love. Go. Oi, stop running away. I'm trying to get the highest score ever. I've already got the highest score ever, but I want it to be even bigger. I said even bigger. Here we go, I'm going to track her down. Tracking her down in my truck. Really, I don't give up. Damn. Running her down in my truck. I'm running her down again. I'm going to run over loads of people, running them over in my truck. Because I don't really give up, running them over in my truck. I'm driving in my truck. Do I give a damn? No, I don't give a damn. It's not a great song, is it? I've got to work on that one. I think it's a work in progress. Maybe in another video I'll have another go at it and see what happens. Bosh. Here we go, more points. Up to 177. I'm wondering whether I can pass the 200 score. Oh, here we go, 178. Oh, there's a load of them there. 182. I think we're going to do it, you know. I think we're going to do it. What I actually imagine as I'm driving along is all these little fellas and all these little fellerinis, that's girls, they're all my old games teacher and my second mum. Not my first, she was an angel. My second one, old toolbox Tina. Oh my god, I mentioned her name, it's Tina. Oh, I hate her. I hate Tina. But, you know, it's alright. You can get over things, can't you? And as you can see, by the fact that I now make YouTube videos, the violence hasn't affected me even in the slightest. Bosh, there was a good one. Bosh, there was a good one. Is there any more boshes? I'm up to 188. I need a few more boshes. I've got to get to 200 haven't I? I've got to. Come on. Bosh, bosh, double bosh. Here we are. We're going for another bosh. He looks like he needs boshing. Bosh, bosh. Another 191. We're near it. Bosh. Lovely. Bosh. That bosh with the police car don't count because the police didn't get out. Bosh. Here we go again. Double bosh. Bosh, bosh. With bosh, you're the boss. Come on, let's do it. Come on, we can do it. 194. It's getting a bit excited now. I'm getting a bit excited. It's like I've had too much sugar. Bosh. There's another one. There's a lot of like people around here who aren't quite policemen, so I don't get 10 points from them, even though they're shooting at me with guns, which seems a bit unfair to be honest, but I made the rule up, so I have to stick to it. Here we go again. Bosh. Another one. Come on. Bosh. Another one. 195. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Honestly, this barracks military is without doubt the rock hardest thing I've ever seen. I tell you, last night, why did I say last night? Last time I saw anything this hard, well, I can't talk about it. But this is one hard vehicle. Here we go, we're going to make it. 199, 200. Is there a fanfare? Boo, 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 boo. We made it, brilliant. 200 points. But can I drive forever and get over 2,000 points? I'm gonna drive forever. My name is Michael Game and I am clever. Oh, bugger. Hooray! Anyway, because the barracks military got a murder motor score of 201. Look, 6 stars. Best score ever. I want football shaped cake.